Hey Scott, JT. I want to let you know I got your questions, and kudos to you, man. Those questions tell me that you're going through the process. You're doing exactly what you need to do. Keep doing that. Every day, work on those modules. Do that homework. Do exactly what Scott's telling you to do in the videos, and you're going to get this. No problem. Your first question was about end scenes, so let's go straight there. End scenes are what is it going to look like in your life when you get what it is you're asking for, what you desire right now. And a perfect example of this is, say, I play baseball, right? So let's say I want to hit a home run. That's the desire that I have. Well, I don't actually go into this end scene and say, okay, I picture myself hitting the ball, having a perfect swing, doing all that. No, I don't do any of that. What I'm interested in is the result, not how I got there. So I'm doing a home run trot. And if you don't know baseball, well, what a home run trot is, you're jogging around the bases because the ball went over the fence and nobody can get you out and you're scoring a run, right? And so the end scene is about life after the manifested desire. And it's about something that you can really feel. Now, I've hit a ton of home runs in my life, so I know what it feels like to trot around the bases and have people cheering you on and your teammates high-fiving you at home plate. I'm sure whatever it is that you desire, you've been there before. And if you haven't, you can relate it to something. And it's important that in this end scene, you're painting a picture that is vivid enough. And we'll talk about belief in just a second, but you believe in it enough that you can actually feel into that scene, meaning you feel like you're there. You feel like it's physically happening to you right now. And that's the perfect end scene. Neville Goddard always said, feeling is the key. And what creates the feeling? Your belief in the end scene. So whatever picture you're painting in that end scene, it needs to be something that you absolutely believe in, so much so that you can feel into the picture. Hopefully that helps. Now, your second question was, you want to make a couple more grand. You're making about $5,000 a month now, and you want to make a little extra money. Well, this is perfect. This is a great segue. So the fastest, easiest way to do that is to create your desire, go through the 5-step manifestation process that you're learning right now in 1B. So the first thing is decide. So is it 1,000? Is it 500? Is it 1,500? And when you think about that amount, is it like, whoa, do you immediately have doubts? Because if you immediately have doubts when you think about that amount, you might want to back it down just a little. Not forever, just a little for now while we're manifesting this, right? Because doubt will sink a ship faster than anything. Trust the process, feel it. I even as your coach can't tell you what that amount is. It could be $10,000. Maybe $10,000. Like, yeah, I can make $10,000 extra this month. That's not a problem. And if that's the case, do $10,000, right? But if it is $500 or $1,000, don't worry. You're not asking too little. You can do this every day and ask for more and more and more based on how you feel and your belief level and your faith. And as you go through the program, you're going to increase your understanding, and a natural result of increased understanding is increased faith. Okay? That's why people study the Bible. They increase their faith by studying the Bible. People increase their confidence in teaching by learning their subject or learning how to teach better, right? And that's what you're doing here in this course. So you're doing fantastic. So number 1, decide. Then number 2, select that end scene. We just talked about that end scene. Really feel into that end scene. Once you have that in your mind, then you're going to want to activate the end scene, okay? And that activation is getting into the feeling of it, like really being emotionally involved in that picture. One key point I want to mention here, because I'm thinking about this for you, Scott, is make sure you're seeing it through your own eyes. You don't want to see yourself in my example. I don't see myself trotting around the bases because that would never happen. I would never see myself trotting around the bases unless I was watching a video later, right? I see the bases and the players and the fans and all of those things as I'm jogging around the bases. So think about that when you're creating your end scene. And then you got to let it go and let God. That's what I like to say. Scott, in his training, will say, let the bridge of incidents unfold naturally. And that's what that is. It's not your job to figure out how to get the $2,000 or the $1,000 or the $500,000 or the $500 or the $10,000, whatever it was you decided that you desired and believed in. It's not your job to figure out the how. So now you just let it go. Do the process again tomorrow. And before you know it, your life's going to be totally different, totally improved. And just, it becomes the life of your dreams so quick that you couldn't even imagined it. Hopefully this helps, Scott. Hopefully I got your questions answered. But as always, as your certified manifestation coach, reach out to me anytime. I'll be happy to help.